Hi, my name is Gudrun from GE Designs. Welcome to our live quilting chat, Tipsy Tuesday. Hi, everybody. Thank you all for being here, whether you're watching us on Facebook or YouTube. Happy to have you. Make sure you say hi in the comments. And state your name and where you're tuning in from. It's fun to see everyone checking in. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Of course, if you're there on YouTube, make sure you subscribe to our channel so then you never miss a show. Or if you're on Facebook, like our page, and then you'll be notified every time we go live. Thanks for being here. Of course, send us some hearts and thumbs up if you like what you're seeing. And you know, the more you comment throughout the show, the better chance of you being the live winner. We choose a live winner every single show from your comments, randomly chosen, and a $25 gift card could be yours. We also have a giveaway question at the end, so even if you can't catch us live, you have another chance to win. And of course, we announce it the following week. But tonight I will be revealing this month's Color Club selection, showing you all kinds of fun pairings to go with that. I'm also going to be showing you a little slideshow of all of your Confetti Betty runners, our first project in the Fast and Furious Club September project. I know many of you have not posted photos of yours yet on Facebook, but make sure you do. It's always fun to see all of your versions. So we're going to have a little slideshow tonight. So thanks for checking in. Hi, Carrie. Hi, Kim. Great to see everybody. From our last show last week, we had our giveaway question was, what is your favorite team sport to watch? What is your favorite team sport to watch? And the winner of the $25 gift card from last week is Cindy Merchant. Cindy, you have a $25 gift card, and your favorite sport is football. Hey, I'm kind of right there with you.
Yeah.
So all you have to do is send us an email to help@gequiltdesigns, and we'll get you your gift card so you can go shopping right away. Of course, everybody say hi to Mr. HP. He is here running the show, checking in with us. And nope, he does not have color of the month on. It's not
Hi,
the color of
everybody.
the shirt.
How's it going?
Even though we're kind of matching today. You're wearing just a little bit more
This
mint.
ain't the color?
No, you're a little bit more mint than I am. All right, so I hope everybody had a great weekend. We had a lovely one. It was kind of a self-care weekend for me in particular. Well, kind of both of us. We got some good sleep, which means going to bed before 10 o'clock, 9 o'clock on a weekend. But it was great. We did have some fun, played some games, got some good sleep, and of course took care of our bodies, which means a little bit of exercise, took care of our minds, a little meditation, and our soul. So some good quality time. I hope you had a good weekend as well. We have a busy one ahead because we're going to be headed to Portland for Johan's second birthday. Yes, my grandson is turning 2 already. Incredible. So I decided that I needed to have his quilt that he's getting, his cocoa quilt, on the set today. So this is the June I made during the quilt-along, the June quilt-along, and using the Day of the Dead fabrics, but that's his favorite movie, Coco. So I'm so excited to see him receive that. Behind we have Octavia, and then my prisms out of Christmas Morning on the set today. So I think we're gonna just kick it off with a slideshow, don't you think? This little show and tell is always great. So Confetti Betty is a table runner, the first project in our Fast and Furious Club, which is our Quilt As You Go project club. Every month, a new pattern and a video class on me showing you how to do it from start to finish comes out. And so September 20th was our first project live, and we already have quite a few of those runners made. I'm sure there's way more than you have posted photos of, so I can't wait to see more. But here are the first batch of our Confetti Betties. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And, you know, knowing how simple and easy this runner is, lots of you said you'll be making lots more. So keep them coming, keep posting them. They're really fun to check out and look at. Like I said, I already made 5, I think. So I don't know if I'll be making more. Maybe, possibly. Who knows? But thank you for doing that. If you have any questions on Fast and Furious Club on this, please post them in the comments. We'll pop them up. But our next Fast and Furious project will go live on the 20th of October. So 20th of October will be the Witch's Welcome wall hanging. Will be live, of course. The video class will take you through all the steps. And just know that we have a few kits. We made more kits. They sold out right away. We have a few more kits left in the shop, so you can still snatch one up and have it ready by the 20th, because we will get your order out, we promise. All right. Any questions? Any questions? See any questions, Mr. HP?
Don't see any questions.
Great to see everyone's work. That's beautiful. Each one is more, more and more unique. So, gotta love it. I love that. Seeing all the various versions and various colorways. That just makes you want to make more. You see a new fabric line and then it's like, ooh, that would make a great one. All right, so it is time for our big reveal. Goodies Color Club for the month of October. Now, we are a little bit later revealing the colors than normal. I do want to say something because it is October 12th. So I want to do one shout out to my best friend Inga Frida in Iceland. It's her birthday. So everybody wish Inga a happy birthday. Can't be there to hug you, but can't wait to toast and celebrate together when it's my birthday too. So double whammy. So happy birthday. Okay, let's check out our color cup. So I'm going to pull this out. Of course, what is Color Club? It's our subscription program where you get 5 beautiful half yards every month, color coordinated to go with a theme photo or inspiration that I find, and then I pull fabrics from that, and I give you some great pairings, some I should say meanings of the color and things like that. But beautiful half yards to just put right into your collection, your stash, that then can be pulled out for all kinds of other fabrics. So we always started off with the photo, and here is the inspiration photo for the month of, well, there it is. Yes, of course, I was just in Iceland this last summer. We were able to see the erupting volcano. So there it is. Molten Lava is the name of this month's Color Club. We have, if we look back on the overhead here, we see the inspiration photo. We talk about the color a little bit. So Iceland is, of course, a land that keeps growing from fresh volcanic eruptions. As the hot yellow lava flows down downwards in rivers and pools, its color changes from yellow to orange to dark red, ultimately into a hardened dark gray black crust. So I love the different hues of the red and the orange kind of flowing together. So the colors that I chose for this month kind of represent that, of course. Going from the deep hot reds into the oranges, into the more yellowish orange. So these are our colors this month. So let me show you which ones they are. And of course, I tried to have a little thought into the patterns or the textures of these patterns. So we're going to start with the darkest color, which is called New Hue in the red. But what I love, even though you see a lot of red, once you open it up, you see all these different hues of it, and I love the black specks. It just pretty much looks like lava because it has all these different colors and the little specks. So beautiful color. The next one up is Dimples in a color that we haven't carried before. It's called Sinopia. So it has this beautiful orange tone to it with the darkened spots. I love the texture. It's kind of like where where the lava starts to harden a little bit and starts to turn into rock. So I really love that tone. So this is color number 2. Number 3, I had to get a marble. So this is a marble color in the pumpkin. So of course this is a no-brainer. This just looks like flowing lava everywhere. And I love that it has the little bit of yellow and then the darkest hues of the orange mixed in. And then I had to just throw in a little bit of bubbles because hot lava bubbles on the top. So we have the soda pop in the orange. I love the dark orange in the background, and then they have the lighter bubbles, just like it would act in a bubbling volcano, pretty much. And then the last one is a great texture, the lightest color. It's pretty much just called, it's called Surface. It's a brand new basic. And I really love it because it has 2 tones to it, irregular texture. So it will work in so many projects and so many of your projects. So even if you're not in Color Club, now all of the colors are live in our store in 1 yard. So if you miss out on the subscription, because the subscription is sold out, all of these are here. And even if you are a subscriber, you won't need a little bit more of any of them. We have them all in 1 yard for a limited amount of time. So we always carry them for a little while until we sell out after each month's Color Club. Now, if you're a member of Color Club, make sure you check out, and even if you're not, we have a blog post, kind of a rolling blog post that's just about Color Club, where we list the colors. We have links to all of these fabrics, so you can just go there and click on it to make sure that you're getting the right one. It also, gives you some good information. It has the inspiration photo and everything. So it's a good place to find the information.
Can you still join Color Club?
The Color Club is sold out right now, but we have it on the website. You'll pull it up, you go to subscriptions, you see Goodies Color Club, you click on it, and the product will say sold out. But there'll be a box there that says sign up for notifications. So you can put your email in there, and then whenever there are spots that open up, you will get an email when there's a spot that opens up. So you have to just act fast and sign up. So we will be maybe adding just a few spots, but there'll be lots more added in December. It's just all based on how much fabric I have coming. It's really hard to add 2 fabric orders this late, so we just keep adding spots and we keep selling out, which is a beautiful thing. I love that you love the product. It's something that worked really hard on and we're keeping working on. It's a beautiful thing. But how it works, every month you will get charged for the 5 fabrics plus shipping, and it just automatically comes to you. We send it out automatically. You can cancel at any time, but of course, if you cancel, now that we're sold out, you can't get back in until other spots open. So that's how other spots open up, is when we get cancellations happening. So that's the spiel. I love that you're all loving it and you get the idea. That was my goal, that this is not necessarily supposed to go all into one project. This is a great way to, this is your library. This is your fabric library. Just look at it that way. This is your palette that you have in your stash, your inventory. And then when you're working with other fabrics, you need a little more of this color, that color. You have all of these colors and hues to choose from, to mix in with other colors, with other bundles and things like that. So, of course, I always go through the warehouse and check out what kind of bundles we have that these colors would work with, just to prove my point that these can be pulled in with anything, because they're just great basics. We don't have to match fabric lines, because these are great basics and textures you can mix in with other things. So, of course, orange. Oranges, reds. These can be fall colors, even though our inspiration was not really fall. So I started with, of course, all of my fall bundles and Halloween bundles. They would work with most of them. So just let me show you those. I started with Winter Nap. We have some yellows, and then just this one orangey red. So of course, all of these would be a great addition into this bundle with all these beautiful fall colors. Winter Nap is Louis and Irene a favorite of everybody. So we'll put that over here. The next one is Adele in Autumn, another fall line. So not Halloween, but fall. So beautiful yellows that this one would fit in perfectly. And then just one orange, so it'll be great to add some more orange to this bundle. It has some deep reds, so that would fit in perfectly as well. Going into the Pumpkin Harvest. Again, fall colors, so it's a no-brainer because there's only one orange in the bundle, so it'd be great to add a little more orange. There's really only one red, so that'd be perfect to add into Pumpkin Harvest. Going into the more Halloween, we have Black Cat Capers. We have Spooky Night, Midnight Haunt. We have, another Midnight Haunt, okay. This one, Castle Spooky, is a Lewis and Irene Glow in the Dark. It only has these two oranges, so it'll be great to add some lighter oranges in here and a little bit of red. And then one more Halloween, the Hometown Halloween. Be gorgeous too to add more variety to the oranges. And then we have one more line that we only have the Charm Pack and the Layer Cake. That's Midnight Magic with all its oranges, so that would be a great fit to add more orange. We both have the Layer Cake and the Charm. Now, I also went through something that's not seasonal and not fall or Halloween, and there are quite a few matches, so let me just move these out of the way. That would work great. And so the reason I do this is, yes, to prove my point, but also you might have some of these bundles already. And so this is just a great way to see what would fit very well. This one, Enchanted, is gorgeous. Valerie Wells, so there's quite a bit of orange accents in there, but there's only one orange fabric. So it'd be great to add a little more orange to this. And this, I showed you a saga last Friday. One of the new patterns that one of my testers made out of Enchanted. Gorgeous, gorgeous saga. So that would be a really great choice and option. We have the Andina bundle with all these beautiful rich hues. Has some yellow, has some red, so it'd be beautiful to add a little bit of orange because there's orange in all the accent fabrics. We have Allison Glass Sunprint. There's one orange sunprint. But again, it's repeated throughout this, so they would fit in here. And Day of the Dead, I brought that one. That's the one I made Johan's quilt with. It does have orange in it throughout the prints, so it'd be great to, there's only one kind of yellowish orange in here, so great to add some more. And last but not least, Jungle Paradise has beautiful yellowish orange. There's only one orange and one yellow, so that would be a great addition to this bundle to add a little more color to that. So that these are my pairings for Color Club. Of course, the color orange pairs really well with yellows and reds, so you can go the whole kind of hue in a quilt. So it's, of course, if you go across the color wheel, blue always looks great with yellow and orange, so especially kind of the bright blues and purples. So if you wanted to do a more monochromatic, you can just kind of stay with the deeper reds with the bright yellows, and that could be a really beautiful warm colorway. As far as wanting to do something subtle and kind of tone down the orange, I would go adding it to some brown, so something like the winter nap fabrics. If you add it to browns, it really tones it down, makes it more earthy. So something that looks bright will definitely get toned down with some browns, khakis, and creamy neutrals. But orange is always a great color to use when you need a pop of something to bring other colors to life. So I know this is a kind of a love or hate color is what I've experienced in my teachings, but don't be afraid of orange. And these are, you know, I wouldn't call this orange, I would call this red, and I would call this more yellow or gold. So that's why I feel like the bundle, the package is more versatile than possibly if it was all orange. But it is molten lava. That's what it is right there. So I would love to hear what you think about your Color Club October Color Club. Any questions, comments on the colors? Love to hear that.
How do you become a tester?
How do you become a tester? Well, there's no official process. Sometimes I will have a call out for testers. I'm working on a book. I will have a call out. So it's pretty much about acting fast. And then my testers have to work fast and turn around fast. So, you know, you can always send me an email. But I really don't want to get 100 emails tomorrow about testing because I don't really have anything to test right now. Okay, I don't have anything to test. So I do put out a call for testers when I need testers. Let's leave it at that. All right. Any other questions? So it's just like I thought. Like you either love orange or you don't. It's not your favorite or it is your absolute favorite. So I know my friend Heidi loves orange, so she'll be really happy to see this. Really happy to see this. The crinkly bags make me so happy. My favorite part of the show. It's like a treat bag for quilters. Oh, totally. I totally get it. You have like a knee-jerk reaction to the crinkly bags.
Just let you know I can hear your phone.
You can hear my phone? Oh, it's not on mute? I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
We all can hear your phone over there.
I apologize. I apologize. I can't hear it because I'm talking too much, probably.
Okay.
All right. Are we ready to move on to our next topic?
We're ready.
All right. We're done talking about Color Club. I think it's always very exciting to release the colors, to show you the colors. Now, we're going to talk just a little bit about the quilt along. We showed you this a week ago. Save the date. Save the date. Next full day quilt along will take place on November 6th. All right. And we also announced this past Friday that we will be releasing all of the information. That is, you will get to see the quilt. You'll get to sign up next Friday, not today. But on Friday, I showed you a little sneak peek of the pattern or of the quilt, one of the quilts I've made. So should we show it to them again? The little sneak peek I showed you.
Are you sure?
I think a lot of you were trying to guess what the pattern was.
That's it.
So this particular one, I used the Yuletide Gatherings flannels. So this is a quilt along. If you're just hearing about this now, it's going to be a simple, fast to make quilt, perfect for flannels, but you can of course use regular cottons as well. This one I made with the neutral bundle and the red and green bundle, and so I am going to be able to make 2 lap size quilts from the 2 bundles. I use the light grays with the greens, and then I'm going to use the dark grays with the reds. And then I actually made another one. It's not quilted yet. It's a quilt top because I just sewed it together. So you can use, it's going to be a fat quarter friendly pattern, so you can use fat quarters or half yards. Half yards are of course equal to 2 fat quarters, but then you can also use a single fabric for your background, which I did in this case. So this fabric that I used in this one is the Madison 1 bundle, and then a beautiful new background fabric from Tim Holtz that I'm going to show you later on in the show. Yes, Monochrome is in the house. Monochrome. Any questions? That's all I'm going to tell you. Come in Friday. We'll give you all the information.
There's lots of questions.
There'll be a blog post and everything. All right? Lots of questions? What are the questions? Can we answer any of them?
Nope.
Oh, he's weeding through the questions and not even putting them up if I can't answer them. Love the fabric. We're still talking about Color Club, or am I way back? Oh, I'm way back in the comments. All right. Already saved the date. Can't decide on what fabrics, but wanting to make a flannel quilt. Now, if you just want to be patient a little longer, 4 more days till Friday, then we give you the fabric requirements. We will show you many options that we have made of the quilt. We'll tell you the name of the quilt. You get to see the actual design, and then you can make just your decision. It's still going to be 3 weeks away, so plenty of time to ship anything to you.
It's a question.
Can you use layer cakes? Nope, we cannot use layer cakes. They're not big enough for this quilt along. Not for this pattern. Any info on the abandoned 2 fabrics? All I heard that they are in their warehouse, so they are working through the orders and getting it shipped. So I'm hoping to get a shipping notification any day now, which means it could be there next week or the following. So hopefully very soon. How about sheep flannel? I think we don't have any sheep flannel anymore. We used to have sheep pattern on a flannel, but we don't have any of that anymore. When using flannel, do you have to use batting? I do, yes, I do. I use batting. I use flannel both sides, so it's a really nice cuddly quilt. But I use, normally I use pretty thin batting that is lightweight. I use poly batting, so it's lighter and much easier to work with. Have you shown the Jungle Paradise bundle before? Yes, I did that probably about 2-3 weeks ago. We did a Venus pattern with it, but if you missed it, always go. You can always go check out the blog, because we have the fabric pairings all listed in the blog with a photo of the fabric pairings when I showed it, and if there's any quilts or sample, it's also going to be shown in there. And a great way to do that on the website, go to the search bar and just type in Jungle Paradise, and you'll get all that pulled up. Do you pre-cast? That's probably going to be pre-wash. Do you pre-wash the flannel fabrics? I do not, because I don't pre-wash anything. When you're working with these, the only way I would pre-wash, if I was working with flannel from multiple different manufacturers and multiple different qualities, like say you got some at a chain store that has not the same weave as your high quality flannels from the fabric companies that sell at quilt shops, then I would probably pre-wash, because the lesser quality ones are going to shrink more than the other ones. So I don't pre-wash, because I use kind of the same quality fabrics in my quilt for the front and the back. So I wash the whole quilt, and then it gets extra super snuggly and cuddly. What is the name of the original gray fabric in the Christmas quilt? Is it possible to reserve some? So it's called Spotted Graphite. We don't have a ship date on that either. We're waiting. We don't have a pre-order on that. We will, once it comes, we will create the kits, send out the kits that are already reserved, and we'll put some kits with that fabric up on the website, and then also you'll be able to buy it in 1 yards and 3 yards. That was a question I just answered about the flannel, so we don't have to answer that again. Anything else? Any thoughts about designing more fabric lines to sell? Wow, what a loaded question.
I thought you'd have fun answering that one.
You know what? No plans right now, but there's always thoughts. There's thoughts about all kinds of things going on up here. You would be scared to spend some time in my head sometimes. Always thoughts. But at this time, I kind of been there, done that, gone through that, but it would always be on my terms in a different way. So never say never, but not happening right now. Can we buy past Color Club fabric? We have many of them still in 1 yards. That's where you can get most of them. So go check out the Color Club blog, because it has links to all of the 1 yards that we have. You just scroll down and it has all the months since we started in June. So, yeah, by the way, this was Color Club, our 5th shipment. There might be some that are sold out, but the actual packs, we don't have any unless you come visit our showroom. There might be 1 or 2 left of a single color. They're just not enough for us to put it on the website, because it just makes people mad when we have 1 or 2 and we put it on the website. That would not work. Jelly rolls, can they be used for the quilt? I'm assuming that's the quilt along. No, fat quarters or half yards is what we're going to be using. And the XL ruler. All right. Well, we will need half yards for the quilt along. Yeah, half yards or fat quarters work. Okay? And then you can choose. You could even do it with just 2 fabrics, yardage. Do you do any crafts beside quilting? Do I?
Nope.
Yes, I do. I mean, craft cocktails.
Whoa.
Is that crafty?
That is crafty.
I like cooking. That's not really crafts. Like other crafts, I know how to do a lot, but I just don't have time for any of it. That's pretty much it. Pretty much it. I mean, I know how to knit. I know how to do all that, and I do have done it in spurts before in the past. Some scrapbooking, things like that, but not really. I wouldn't call it crafting. No, not really. Cooking, making cocktails.
That's crafty.
Pickleball doesn't count.
No.
All right, so are we done talking about the quilt along? Are y'all gonna wait till Friday?
Yeah.
All right.
Someone said, is it Friday yet?
It's not Friday yet, because we have a very special show Friday. It won't be taking place in Minnesota. All right, I wanted, since there was a little talk about the Christmas in Europe, I want to just touch base on that. We still have some inventory on kits, so if you haven't purchased your kit, didn't reserve one, there are some in the shop right now with a thatched background fabric. And just a little reminder, early Friday morning, block number 2 goes live. Do you guys want to see it? Just kidding. Just kidding. No reveals here. Right?
Can't do it.
Can't do it.
Not yet.
It's just fun. It's Christmas in Europe. It's just like Christmas. You have to wait and be surprised and have some fun. So we always ask, if you are in an area where you get your instructions and pattern really early, just hold off at least 12 to 24 hours to post anything about it on in the crew, because everybody loves being surprised. So if you're a really quick sewer and you get it done right away, just hold off 12 to 24 hours to post it.
What time on Friday?
Always really early in the morning, and we're always talking about Central Time. So that's not early morning if you're talking about Australia or if you're talking about Europe. So Central Time, early morning. Sometimes I do it before I go to bed. Sometimes I do it really early when I get up. So it's all based on that. So you just have to wait. Wait for me.
Someone says, do you have any snow?
Do I have any snow? Not in Minnesota yet. No, we have still like 50s, 60s temperatures here. Still really nice fall weather. We've kind of been lucky. But I heard there was snow in Colorado today.
Someone asked, how's the pickleball competition?
Pickleball competition. Well, pickleball is always good. It's going good, but well, I don't know who.
For some reason, we can't hear you talking right now. Your mic is off. I don't know what happened. That's because she's been beating me, everybody. So I turned her off and just.
Okay, so that's how that goes. I just get turned off if I don't have the right information to relay. Sorry.
I turned you off.
Oh, Lord. Well, he does run the show, so I can't control it. Sorry, guys.
Technical difficulties. Sorry, everybody. Okay.
Okay, I guess we're done talking about pickleball. But the journey continues. We keep practicing, and it's always a blast. But I think I'm excited to show them the fabrics we have tonight because I'm already working on a project with one of them. So I'm going to start with that one. So this is a brand new. Oh, what did you choose for the Halloween costume? Darn, we should have put that picture up.
Oh, yeah.
Can you put that picture up later on if I show them some fabric first? Can you?
I think
You can do anything, honey, right? Okay. You can do anything. You're the best in the world, right? Sometimes you just have to stroke that ego a little bit. So I'm going to start showing them the fabric. So this first line I'm going to show you is a motor line. It wasn't a pre-order, no, but it is called Ladybird, and it is very, very, very pretty. So let me show you this main print. Gorgeous. I chose to be very selective with the colorways I chose for the bundle. So it's a 12-piece bundle, and lots of beautiful color. Look at this. So main print, gorgeous. And then we go into a small floral in that same beautiful shade of blue. So it's just a great medium, gorgeous hue of blue. So we have 3 blues, and then we have some greens. We have a little bit darker greens, also a very unique color of green, into a little bit more minty, beautiful hue of green as well. Very soothing, calming, and fresh though. And then we have the small floral in that color. And then we have the pop of yellow. And here's the tone on tone. The small floral and the yellow. And then our last colorway is this beautiful red, warm red, so almost an orangey red. With a tone on tone, and then this really pretty bird print. So here's the ladybird. Are there any birds chirping around me right now?
Oh, yes, some birds.
Oh, that's beautiful. Isn't that gorgeous? So we do have 3 prints in 1 yard and 3 yards actually. The main print in the blue we have in 1 yard and 3 yards, so great for borders, even backs or anything. We also have the aqua mint green kind of in that color, also in the 3 yards and 1 yards. And then we have one more print that's not in the bundle that is available in 1 yards. That is that tail feathers print, that tone on tone in the teal color, green teal, I don't know, what would you call it? So put that right here. And then my fabric pull, because there's so much color in here, I figured let's just add 1 yard to each colorway. So if for the blue, I did the canvas blue jeans, perfect hue of blue to go with these. For the aqua, or what I call more mint green, I did the canvas minty. You can kind of see it's more mint colored than aqua. For the yellow, I did a little bit deeper gold, kind of more matching with this one with the Dublin and the turmeric. And then for this kind of corally red, I did the floral elements and the coral. Perfect mix here. I did want to offer some background colors, because this is all color, so you can be really, if you needed a background for whatever quilt, you could be really have lots of options, anywhere from a gray. Obviously, you would want to go a little bit lighter gray, so you're not overpowering the light colors. So this canvas pebble would be a great choice. If you wanted to do texture, I love this botanical journal in the mist gray. So you want to do also a lighter, kind of a cooler gray with a pretty light background. And if you wanted to go light, I would go almost white, because the flowers in here are pretty white. So you don't want to go cream, because that will really make these look kind of odd. So I went with a century, any of the century whites, just is the perfect hue of white, the white on white colors that we have. So I played with this. I had plans to make a quilt and have it, of course, done when the fabric came in, but of course that didn't happen, like so many other times. But I am working on an Athena. So I have some blocks to show you, but let me move these out of the way. So the Ladybird is the name of the line. Bundles, 1 yard, 3 yards, and maybe sometime soon an Athena quilt. But let me show you how cute that is. So I've always wanted to do a colorful Athena. Athena is in my Stripology Mixology 2 book. So in the book, I did mine in blues, but I've always wanted to do a colorful one, like a multicolored one. And when I saw this line, I just knew this is the one. This is the one that it had to happen in. So I started playing with these. One more turn. There it is. So this is where, so Athena is a pattern where it's a play on a hunter star. So you have the hunter star in the middle, but my pattern, of course, makes it really easy. You get these extra little triangles versus a hunter star. So it makes it kind of even cooler, but it's way easier than any other hunter star pattern. So I think this will be really pretty. I haven't decided if I'm going to use the blue for borders or if I'm going to use the aqua or the mint green. So I think either of them would be gorgeous. So I think I want to just make the quilt first and then decide. I think both of them are great options. But if you haven't, don't know how this quilt is made or don't have the book, let me just give you a little snapshot. So you really are always, even though you have all these triangles and here's a diamond and here's a trapezoid, all these different shapes, you're always just working with rectangles. You're never cutting any triangles or anything. So we make the background square and we border it, and then we have another colored when we bordered with the background, and then we just cut the pieces up and then they come together like this, and you sew them back together, and then of course we square it all up. So this is the block once it's sewn together and squared up. So once I cut it apart, that's when I mix the colors. You can of course choose to do them the same colors, but I like to mix mine up after I've done the cutting apart. Now I wanted to give you an extra tip if you want to ever make an Athena quilt or have been working on one. Remember the tip that I told you guys with the tweezers for June, where you can pick out, sometimes after we cut things apart, you can go in there and there's an extra little piece in some of the folds. So there's going to be that in the Athena. So you can pick those out in the seams if you have these beautiful tweezers. And it's very helpful for when you start sewing things back together. You can check your pieces and see if there's more of these, but it's very helpful. It does make your seams so much thinner. But stay tuned for a finished Athena. I don't know when I'll get to it, but I will. I'm going to keep chugging away at it. It'll be my leader and ender for these next few projects. Any questions on this?
What pattern is this?
The one I'm making is Athena. It is in the Stripology Mixology 2 book, which was supposed to be there. I guess I removed it because I was using it today. I want to hand it to me so I can show it to him. I'll just show him to him on the overhead. There we go. Thank you. So this is the book. You want to show it to him? So that's my newest book, and Athena is on page 72. So this is the quilt that I made using all the blues. So it's that play on a hunter star. You see it? Yes. So multiple sizes. Here's the layout photo. It's pretty cool, especially how it's done. So you can use either the XL ruler or you can use the squared ruler for it as well. And you can start with either 10-inch squares or you can start with 5-inch squares and 2.5-inch strips. Athena is different from Nova because there's different cuts. There's an extra cut in there, and so they measure up to different sizes. So there's different subcuts. So, but similar results, but with more pieces. It looks more complicated than Nova, but it's not much more complicated to make if you've made Nova. All right, let's move on. Next line I'm going to show you. This was a pre-order, and this is a basic that I know a lot of you have been waiting for. This is Monochrome by Tim Holtz, and so these are all considered low volumes, or most of them low volumes, but basics. These are going to be reorderable, but they are all these really cool backgrounds and basic fabrics. So this is like a pattern for dress shirts. It's like this whole thing for men's fine dress shirts. Then we have just a basic print with stars, but I love it. They have a distressed appearance. They even put it on the selvage so that people don't ship it back because it's doesn't look even. And then this one is, many of them are kind of sewing related. So this one has these sewing patterns like jackets and things. This would be so cool to cut up. Do you guys remember my spin cycle quilt in the book that I did, the Scrap School book? So this would be perfect to cut up all these backgrounds to use for that quilt. And I'll have to pull it out soon to show you. The fourth print is actually boat, no, not boat. They're airplane drawings. So airplane kind of like blueprints, instructions. Maybe it's model airplanes, I don't know. But I think it's really cool. Everything is cool that Tim Holtz does. And here we have like a butterflies botanical chart. Love this. So cool. Moths and butterflies. And the next one is a typography print with the alphabet, and it's kind of like from the printer, like all the little bits from the printer. So, and of course, all of the distressing is a part of Tim Holtz look. This one is one of my favorites. You might have noticed this in the quilt sneak peek I showed you. So this is a map. Matte print. Love that. So I just used that on my quilt. Another favorite, multiplication charts. This would be nice. 6 times 2 or 12. 7 times 2 or 14. Maybe we need to cut it out, and some people need to have it on their desk. I don't know. Maybe you need to make a shirt for some of your office mates with this on it. Then we're going into a little bit darker. So these are mostly the low volumes. So we have one more. It's a texture like a wood grain, distressed wood grain texture. Love this one as well. Into a little bit more gray. And then we have 3 that are a bit darker. So just a great grid pattern. This would work great for anything, any borders, bindings, things like that. This one is one of my favorites. It's kind of the Metro tile, Coney Island, Metropolitan Avenue, all the signs, street names and signs. Just love this. I love chopping things like this up because you can see parts of the words. Yeah, that's just me. And then the last one is numbers. So all a part of the line. So the bundle has them all. And this was a pre-order. So if you pre-ordered Monochrome, it's on your way to you. Probably if it didn't go today, it will be tomorrow. Now, what I didn't do a fabric pull with this because this is obviously just a low volume, but I wanted to show you we do have 3 prints in 1 yards and 3 yards. So that would be the map and the multiplication, and then the first one I showed you, the shirt sewing. So it's really, really cool to do them in big background pieces. So this one is more creamy. This one is the whitest. And then we have the more taupey with a map is what I use. So we have them in 3 yards and 1 yards as well. But of course, what would you use this with? I mean, first off, I wanted to put these 2 abandoned prints that we have in 3 yards. You could totally do a scrappy background and pull in any of the abandons. All of his abandons would work great. I also decided to pull all of his provisions that we have in 1 yards. Just look at these beautiful colors. The beautiful textures just go so well with his distressed look. So we have, in 1 yards, we have all of these colors on hand all the time. They get reordered. So it's a beautiful pairing to do anything with these backgrounds. Throw in any of these solids and you can have a really sharp contrast even though the backgrounds are busy. And I know usually we're used to being the fabrics are busy and then our background needs to be calm, but you can switch that around. It's a really cool look to switch it around. Now I'd be one to say you can have both busy and it's still cool as long as there is contrast. So even though this is pretty busy, there's still great contrast. So you know, rules are there to break them or like twist them a little bit. So try things out. If you want to try things out, you won't know until you do if it works or not. All right, so this is Monochrome. Tim Holtz. I think I've made a lot of new Tim Holtz fans just from me being a fan and doing stuff with his fabrics. I love that you are enjoying that, so I appreciate it. All of these are going into my Tim Holtz collection, by the way. They're not going back to the warehouse. Not going back. All right, we have one more line for you. There weren't any sound effects with this, was there?
No, not at all.
Are you sure? What would it be? All right, so this next one.
You said airplane, so.
Oh, okay. All right. Cool. That's cool.
Them kept flying around.
So we have one more bundle. This was also a pre-order bundle, so if you ordered this on pre-order, orders will be going out tomorrow. This is called Mushroom City, and it's beautiful, dear Stella. Actually, designer is Ray Ritchie. She's a local. She's from Minneapolis, and I love her artwork. These are the cutest. So we have foxes and rabbits and chipmunks and squirrels, all living in the mushroom forest, and all the mushrooms and cuteness is just overload. So, and this beautiful color, we have this print that has some carrots and some things you find in the forest. Some mushrooms, of course. I love this one. It's the animals with a mushroom hat and even tied. So I also like that it's not just one direction. It goes both ways, so it's not directional. It's at least two ways. So we have these beautiful creams as the lightest tones. Then we have some grays, great textures. I love this little paw prints or footprints or whatever, or it could be pine needles, I don't know what it is, but it's cute. And then in the same gray hue, we have the mushrooms with all the little names, illustrations on it. Then we go into a little bit of a teal with the fresh mushrooms. Mushrooms are a thing now, they're in, and I really love this artwork, so that's one I couldn't resist. And here we have the squirrels with this, kind of running away with the mushrooms. Really cute. Love that this is tossed too, so it's not directional. And this color is just beautiful. This sage green color is gorgeous. Same mushroom print in the green, and then the same, whatever that is, pine needles or little prints, animal prints, I don't know. And then we have one more, this beautiful brown print with the mushrooms. So this is Mushroom City. It is 10-piece collection or 10-piece bundle. So I did do quite a bigger pull with this because it's also, we only had one in the teal and one in the brown, so I did more on that side. We do have some of the basics out of the line here too. So, oh, they're called spores. Oh, they're mushroom spores. Of course, that makes sense. So both of the grays we have, and then both of those sage greens. So these would make gorgeous backgrounds too in these colors. So we have these in 1 yards. And then I just started pulling, let's go with some more of the teals. So this one is like a perfect match, the thatched and the deep sea, but I had to do a second one just so that you could balance the colors out. The moonscape and the spruce would be a great fit too, because moonscape is also made by Dear Stella. Then for browns, I did the canvas and the buckskin, which is a very similar hue, very low, and then I did a little bit darker, but with the white specks in it, it kind of reminded me of the texture of a mushroom, and it would be a great addition to all of these. I found one more gray that would fit perfectly, and that's the diamond dots in the silver. It's a great match with this gray if you wanted more gray. Then I thought, okay, if you wanted an accent color, a focus print, a color that's not in here, the first thing that stood out to me is, of course, this beautiful orangey red that is in all the mushroom caps. So to match that best, a little bit lighter but more orangey would be the Deco Stitch and the Red Desert. Doesn't overpower anything, and it just works beautifully with all these other colors. And then if you wanted a little more pop, you can do the Floral Elements, and the Coral has a little more pop to it. So it all depends on what kind of look you want with it. I found 2 prints that would be fun for stripes, borders, plaids, bindings. If you want to go out there a little bit, the stripe and the ragged teal yellow. The yellow in here, there is yellow in the mushrooms and throughout, so there is a little bit of yellow, and it works well with these teals. But if you wanted something more conservative, this diagonal plaid in the pumpkin and blossoms in the pebble color is great with this too. So this is Mushroom City. Beautiful, beautiful, cute artwork. So I can't stand it. It's so adorable. So adorable. I can't wait to play with this. So that's it for our fabrics tonight. So any questions on any of this? This, of course, we have a blog made up with all the pulls, with the links to all my fabric pull, and great photos of the fabric, so go check it out. You don't have to rewatch the whole show just to write down all the 1 yards that I pulled. It's all going to be in the blog. Makes it easy. Now, if you've been good about commenting throughout the show, your chances are good to be one of our live winners. Do you have our live winner ready for tonight?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Who is it? Kelly Barrett. Congratulations, Kelly. You won a $25 gift card. Just send an email to help@gequiltdesigns.com and we will get the gift card to you right away and you can go shopping ASAP. Now, I did tell you something last Friday that I would have a live guest. I have a guest. I have a live studio audience guest, a friend that we've been having some fun here in the studio the past 2 days.
Hey, thank you. I'm here, everybody. Hi.
Now, and she's a quilter, a magnificent quilter, left-handed one. So I said, I'm going to have her give you some tips on how to do left-handed work with working with a Strabology ruler as a left-handed person. And so I asked her, I said, so what are your top tips for a left-handed person with the rulers? Well, there are no tips because there's no adjustments needed for left-handed people. You just switch hands because you're not moving the ruler, right? Right? So there's really no tips because it works just as well for right-handed and left-handed, which is a beautiful thing, which is what I've talked about before. But I thought there were maybe some tips, but I guess not. So it's a beautiful thing. But we have live audience, so that's awesome. Say hi to her. Anyways, that's it. That's it for our show. So let me just make sure I'm.
You want me to show our costume picture?
Oh yeah, costume picture. Oh, it's there. Look at our costume for the kid's birthday party. Now, by the way, yeah, we were the Incredibles. Mr. Incredible had to put on his hat, though, to have a little different vibe.
Extra flair.
Extra flair. Yeah, we showed up to the kid's birthday party. We did ask beforehand, are the adults going to be in costume too? And the parents said, oh, yes, oh, yes. And we were like, I don't know about that, but we're going to play the game. We're going to show up. But we did take our regular clothes with us. And we showed up, and of course, we were the only ones, pretty much throughout the whole party.
Yeah.
Only adults. So
as soon as we took them off, then the birthday girl said, why'd you take your costume off?
But she wasn't impressed when we walked in with it. She was kind of like, oh my God, a little embarrassed. Here's Amma and Papa, and they just like, I don't know. She's 5. She's got a lot of attitude.
Lots of attitude.
Lots, but she's the best.
I don't think she was impressed with anything.
Yeah, she's a hard one.
Yeah.
Hard one to impress. But then once we took them off, she was like, where's your costume? It was cute. But we had fun. We had fun. All right, we're going to finish this off with our giveaway question. So you have a second chance to win a gift card tonight. Just answer this question. You're automatically entered to win. We'll announce the winner. Have you ever seen an erupting volcano? Of course, it had to be this question, with our color club being molten lava. So it would be fun to hear your answers. I'm sure there's not many of you that have, but I would love to hear that story if you have.
I have
Yes. You weren't really excited about going, though. But you didn't regret it after I dragged you there.
Climbing mountains involved. That was not, with bad knees. It's not fun.
Yeah. But you made it. You made it. Anyways, our next show, next Tipsy Tuesday, will be, of course, a week from today, which lands on October 19th. Will be 7 p.m. Central. But Friday's show will be different. We will be live from Portland, and I will have a co-host. An almost 2-year-old. Johan will be my co-host. So we're going to be on a little bit later. We're going to be on at 7 p.m. on Friday Central Time. Okay? 7 p.m. Central Time. So Tipsy Tuesday time on Friday. Still, everything else will be the same. And we'll tell you everything about the quilt-along. So, gotta tune in. Wish my little nugget a happy second birthday. That's it for us tonight. Thank you all for watching, and I can't wait to see you live from Portland on Friday, 7 p.m. Central Time. Bye, everybody. Thanks for watching.